Hello and welcome to another exciting FireRiffs live streaming event. Today we will be having an exciting double feature. That's right, double feature. We will be watching two informational shorts, both by Coronet Films. Very good go-to. Them and Jam Handy and Encyclopedia Britannica. They all put out some good, very riffable material, or put out in the past because they don't make this stuff anymore. Yeah, this was back in the day when everything had to be taught by video or film, I should say. It was film. Because, you know, it was such a novelty. Having a reel-to-reel in the classroom, we got to make a film for every single benign subject on the face of the planet Earth, including good table manners and everyday courtesy. So, as an everyday courtesy, I hope you arrived on time. That's an everyday courtesy. Yeah, and there was something I wanted to say before I started the short. And I don't remember what it was. And it'll probably come to me in the middle of good table manners. I just know it will. But, yeah. And I'll try to hold on to it till the end of the first short. So, yes. Let's see. And do we have any kind-friendly viewers today? Oh, not yet. I guess that confirms, though, that I do not count as a viewer. I don't count as a viewer on my own stream. So, I'm talking to myself right now. Hi, me. How you doing, me? Yeah, you handsome devil, you. Who am I kidding? I'm not handsome. Anyways, yeah, well, let's get on with the first short, and I guess you'll watch in archives, or you'll come in late and get caught up. So our first short, good table manners. Let's get going here. A Coronet film. We have so many Coronet films. There's a lot of them. Margaret M. Jensen, PhD. A PhD in table manners. You can't have enough PhDs in table manners. It requires one, actually, to have table manners.
I hope you got something good to eat tonight. Hi, Mom.
Hey.
Coach really gave us a workout.
You're not supposed to discuss coaches.
Ham.
Ham? No.
I could eat
You can't be excited about ham while you go to dinner.
Sure.
Huh?
Could you serve yourself in a less athletic manner?
Athletic? What did he do? Did he launch the I didn't see him like launch the potatoes or squash,
better?
whatever it is.
Jack,
I'm a sarcastic little turd.
at least you could manage to be on time. After your mother goes to all the trouble to prepare a fine meal, it's only common courtesy.
It's women's work, and we need to appreciate a women's work. And what is it with the hideous wallpaper in these things?
He did wash up and brush his hair.
Anyways.
By the way, Chuck, I saw Barbara's mother downtown. That's quite a supper party she's planning.
Is it this Friday?
Supper party. We're going to have a party for supper. It's exciting.
Do I have to have a reason?
But all your friends will be there.
They're not my friends.
No, I'm not.
Chuck, don't talk with your mouth full.
But you asked me a question while I was eating. Oh, it's a lamp made out of blocks. That's fascinating.
Good night, Chuck.
Good night. Have a good time.
We won't.
Good night.
Oh, by the way, we're not coming back. Your table manners are atrocious, and we don't want to see you again.
Oh, who wants to go to a supper?
Guess we're implying it's Christmas time.
You do, Chuck.
Ah!
Who are you?
Mind reader in the book.
Into the future, Chuck. I am the young man you are going to be in a few short years.
When you learn how to time travel. Oh,
Well,
I'm just a little
if you say
scary.
so.
And take it from
Oh,
me.
he's taking a
We won't be
time travel
turning
for
down
himself very mildly.
Maybe not.
I mean, this could cause a paradox that destroys the universe, and he's just like, whatever.
I don't know.
I do. You're worried about not doing the right thing. Your table manners.
Now
Yeah, you
you're
see,
talking
I'm
like
you, so I remember this. Get it?
You may not care much about table manners now, but when you grow up to be me, then you'll care.
I don't think so.
Why? Why does it matter?
For several reasons.
I can't think of any good ones,
Maybe I
but
can show you.
yeah.
Let's imagine the family at dinner with nobody minding his manners. Not very pretty,
Yeah.
is it?
Looks like a normal dinner to me. I
Busy
don't know what he's
eating his
talking about.
face, showing no consideration for the others.
Yeah, so normal family dinner. I don't see the problem here.
No one can.
Ow! You stabbed me with the knife! How dare you! Now let's get them out of focus
Mealtime
briefly.
is
And
a time for pleasure and relaxation. It's the best opportunity the family has to talk together, Change
Oh,
business news.
but they're
Make
but
plans.
not supposed to talk with their mouth full.
When
So
everybody eats properly,
how are they gonna?
the meal goes better.
When they don't eat
Everybody
rectally,
has
it goes much better.
What's more, when we relax and enjoy ourselves, we digest our food better. Ask your
Yeah,
doctor
that's
if
true,
that is
right?
important to your health. What's
I don't
your
have a
goal?
doctor.
What's that?
How long now before you'll be going out to make your own way in the world?
Not very long, I guess.
Mom and Dad said I have to
Wherever
get
you
out of the
go,
house when I
wherever
turn
you
18,
go,
and they never
you
want to
wanna
see
put
me
your
again.
best foot forward. Here, let's try another trick. Let's change that to a table in a restaurant. You're taking a girl out to dinner.
What kind of godlike powers is he
To
developing in
make
the
a good
future?
impression, you must know what to do. Who seats the girl?
Wait.
When you sit.
So at what point does
How to
our
order
house
your
get
meal.
turned into a restaurant? I'm
Of course, the girl wants
confused.
to know these things too, in order to show herself at her best. Then you must
Yeah,
know
she
how
looks
to
all
teach
dainty
her.
here, but pretty
And
soon
the
she's just
only way to
plowing
practice
that food
table
into her
manners
mouth.
you want them is to practice them regularly at home. Get in a habit of eating properly. So it
Sir, why do we have a restaurant in your dining room?
Or
I really don't
take
know,
another
sir.
case. Say you're having lunch with your boss. Say he's
No,
thinking about
no,
somebody
that's
to
not
fill
gonna
a good
happen.
position that's opening up. Well, put yourself in the boss's place.
I don't know. He
Would you
looks
give
like
the
he's
job to
more
a
interested
fellow
in
like
his meal,
this?
but.
Or to a fellow who thinks that table manners are silly.
Then I killed the raccoon and it was fun. I gutted him. Oh, I'm not supposed to
See
talk
what I
about that at
mean
the table, am
putting
I?
your best foot forward? Table
Ah.
manners are important because people
Because-
judge many things about you just
So-
by the way you eat.
So because people are judgmental at
Alright,
jerks, that's
maybe so, but
interesting.
It's also complicated.
Is it?
I mean,
There's
you
nobody
know,
here.
don't
Let's try
talk
it
with your
out.
mouth full.
What do you mean?
Don't
Come on.
don't
Besides,
stab
the
your
supper party
don't
sounds
stab
good.
your dinner partner
If we
with
know
a
what to
steak
do, I
knife.
think we'll
Just,
wanna
it's so
go.
complicated.
Well,
Look sharp now.
Ah!
There. There is a place setting properly arranged.
Future me, when do I
it
become a
looks
god?
alright, but what am I supposed
Well,
to
you
do?
joined the
That's
Q
the
continuum
question.
around the age of
What would you do
19,
if you
so.
sat down to dinner and found 3 forks, like this?
I'd probably end up with one left over and wonder what I did wrong.
Not if you remember one simple rule. Always use silverware from the outside in. So, starting from the outside, use this for your salad,
I don't eat
this for your
salad.
main course, and this,
Why, that one must be for the dessert.
you see?
No, you
See?
dummy! That one's for
There's something funny here.
yeah. Okay, you're right. Dessert.
Doesn't the butter knife belong here?
Well, the book says either place.
Wait, the book? There's a
Speaking of
book
the
on this? Oh
it
my
wouldn't hurt
gosh!
you to use
Why is
one
there a book?
sometime and check up on any points that you're not sure of.
Sure, we have some books in school, but I'll have to be careful who sees me reading it.
Yeah, readings for squares. No one wants to
And
be
how to
seen
use this
reading.
thing. Let's have some food.
Whoa. I mean, seriously,
Say,
if I could
too
just
bad you
pop
just
food
eat.
into existence
Yeah.
like that,
Excuse me.
that'd be pretty sweet.
Things will be easier if you'll remember that in eating, there are 3 kinds of food. Finger foods, fork foods, and spoon foods. Now,
So,
dry foods, bread is one of them.
So,
Our
oh,
finger food.
I thought bread was a spoon
But when
food.
you have something
I'm
that's
so
necessary,
confused. This is so
you better use a
complicated.
fork.
Yeah.
That's the idea. Now, fork foods include meats, potatoes, vegetables, salads, and many others.
wait. Meat's a fork
There's a
food?
right way to hold
You mean
it.
I've been eating with a
This is
spoon
the-
all these years, and I've been wrong? Well, I
Don't
guess that'd
put
explain
on
why
your
it's so
fork
complicated.
any more than
But
one
difficult, you
mouthful
know?
of food. Oh yes.
Oh, this is for a
After you
bird's
place
mouth, by the
food on
way.
your fork, if you decide to talk, lay it down until you're ready to eat. It looks better. And this is the way to part
Yeah,
the fork.
it looks hideous when you're
You-
holding a fork while talking. It's
Not
horrible.
propped up on the edge of
You're
the plate,
disgusting
That's
pig.
it. Here, now you try it.
Okay.
And he immediately
Now, some fork
immediately
foods we
screws
need to
up.
die. Let's see how you
Just sticks his face in the plate.
Folks say I do it wrong.
do. Hey, that's not only the wrong way.
Visual
it's the hard
humor,
way.
people. Visual
Here,
humor.
Try this. Put the ends of both the handles in the palms of your hands. Like
So,
that.
hold the knife exactly the way you were holding it. What
Hold
kind
it
of
with your
imbecile
fork
can't use a knife and
and
fork?
cut
I
the
mean,
meat.
at his age, if he
tear
can't
it
use a knife and fork, he should be going to a special school.
Say, this is better.
You see? Good table manners are just common sense.
Wait. I just realized something.
Yes, that's the way
This is
most people in
future him
America
teaching him
handle their
table
knife and
manners,
fork.
right?
We don't
That
have to worry
means
with the
he,
European method.
future him,
Now, after you
learned
finish
table
eating,
manners
I have.
from
place your
himself
knife and fork
when
this
he was
way
that age.
to show that you have finished.
But that
What
means
about
that
spoonfuls?
Oh yes.
he remembered
All right.
himself from the future, teaching
How
himself.
do you manage soup?
good manners, and when he reached that age, went back in time to teach himself good manners. It's a flippin' bootstrap paradox! Damn, all I hate those! Who wrote this thing? Stephen Moffat?
Precisely. And now, would you care for some turnips?
Ugh, turnips. You know I can't bear.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Consideration
See,
for
and
others,
his name's
common
Chuck,
sense.
because turnips make him
That's what table
Up
manners
Chuck.
are.
You mean that's all there is to table manners? Just what we've talked about?
Oh no. But you
Oh
already know a
man,
great deal.
my life's been a lie. I was so confused. I thought there was like a 1,200-page book on it.
But the main thing is,
Oh,
The
man.
main thing is to practice at home so that table manners will come naturally and I won't have to think about them when I'm out.
you can't miss.
And who likes
Oh,
thinking
Let's
anyways?
do the dishes.
Mother should see that.
Well,
Well,
she
Chuck,
will when you become a
Are
god
we going
like
to that
me.
party?
Sure we are. We are.
But I can't be seen with me!
I'm going to the party. You can't see me any longer. But remember,
Because gods are best
Oh, you're
left
going to be-
unseen.
so I'm interested in seeing that you always make a good impression.
Yeah, my whole future's riding on it. See,
It's hard, isn't it?
that's my future wife right there. Don't screw it up, Pipsqueak.
Ladies first into the dining room.
Or I will fade out of existence for some reason.
Right again. Find your place and remain standing.
What kind of weird teenagers are these? You know, candles, suits, ties.
See, Chuck, it's
You know,
easy to do the right thing.
where's the pizza? Where's the kid sneaking in a keg of beer? These aren't normal teenagers. I mean, neither was I, but still, come on. This is not normal.
Remember, you're here not to see how much or how fast you can eat, but to have a good time.
No, I'm here to see how much and how fast I can eat it.
Well, our boy is doing
It's a contest.
Don't you think so?
Our boy, he's
You
you.
can do the same.
No, I really don't. Oh, and see, that is good table manners. Now, see, I don't know. I was so confused. I always thought that I had to eat my bread, my toast with a spoon, and yeah, you know, and I was just stabbing my meat with a knife and tearing it off like this. I didn't know what to do. I didn't realize the knife was for cutting, you know, because I just used a knife, and I'm surprised the stupid kid didn't hold the thing with the teeth upside, you know, facing up. Anyways, so if you're ever wondering what to do in any given situation when it comes to manners, sit back and wait for future you, who has become a god, to come back in time and teach you, and cause a bootstrap paradox that will likely destroy the universe as we know it. Yeah, we're lucky we're all here after Chuck's little experiment with himself. I heard that as soon as it came out of my mouth, and I'm really sorry. Anyways, little streaming business in case I forgot to mention this earlier, and I sure I did. Oh, I got one viewer now. Hi, one viewer! In case I forgot to mention this earlier, due to the nature of the stream, I can't really participate in chat. I think that's kind of self-explanatory, but feel free to talk amongst yourself, because, you know, you might as well, you know, tell yourself, one viewer, how much you're enjoying or disenjoying the stream. Anyways, next stream coming up is, wow, I forgot the name of it. Everyday Courtesy, yes, Everyday Courtesy. Another fine little film from the people at Cornet Films. And, yeah, I gotta find a Jam Handy short sometime, because they made some good stuff. Good riffable stuff. MST did a lot of their stuff. Okay. So, yeah. Let us move on to Everyday Courtesy, shall we?
We're visiting room.
Oh, they couldn't bother with
to see
the
an
title
exhibit on
screen.
Courtesy. May I present Mrs. Anderson and her son Bill, who is in the class.
Both
They, too,
discourteous
have come watch to
jerks.
see if the people actually display courtesy. Watch how Pete and Marion act as host and hostess.
Hey, old hag, how you doing?
Courtesy means showing respect, thinking of the other person,
sorry.
real friendliness.
Hey,
When Pete
let's ditch
mentions
this
the
joint.
neat job
This is
Bill did
horrible.
on the exhibit, Bill is pleased. That's courtesy at work. You can see, too, that
Walk
everyone in the class must have done a
I
great
wanna
deal
walk
of
loudly.
thinking about courtesy, and much work.
Hey, wait, no, that's
prepared
chauvinism, being
the
courteous
rest
to
of the
ladies.
exhibit.
You know, I mean, you're supposed to treat everyone equally, so if you
Bill
treat
is
guys like
especially
crap,
proud
treat
of
women
her
like
part
crap
in the
too.
exhibit.
That
The
is
artwork
courtesy.
on this large poster, ways to show that we are thinking of other people. We help to make our meetings with other people courteous by using such words as please.
What? Please?
Whenever we ask
What's
for
that?
anything, it shows our friendliness and courtesy if we ask with please. On the other hand, thank you is a
Thank you for your horrible whatever these are.
For you.
Oh,
Another expression we need all the time is excuse me.
Excuse me, my arms are bigger than my legs.
Thinking of them when you say excuse me.
It's okay,
Still,
my legs are
another
bigger
way
than my
to smooth
arms.
Your meetings with other people is may I.
May I take her out of this
If you must
conversation?
interrupt,
She doesn't like you
two
very
words will
much.
show that you mean well. Simply, may I? Notice how
I
pleasant
made this, Mommy!
Mrs. Anderson is as she expresses interest in Bill's ideas on the poster.
I think you mean feigns
Bill
interest, but
graciously
okay.
shares the credit with his classmates. It was a joint project.
It's not all my fault.
During their study of courtesy. While
Study
Pete and
courtesy,
Marion
that's
posed, Bill sketched
That's
the
what our
action.
schools have come to.
Please?
Oh, I see. He needs to be able to see the speech balloon above her head to write it. See, he doesn't know
With
what
that sketch
going.
finished,
What?
ready for final artwork, Pete got ready to play the guest for the next pose. Marion
Okay,
used the
I can sketch
hostess,
this
offering him a
instantaneously.
cookie.
Just watch.
Thank you.
Pete showed that he
Again.
appreciated her
Well, I don't see a
kindness.
speech bubble above his head. What good is that? Kids don't know anything about art.
For
Okay,
the next demonstration,
now get
they
your
needed
butts
another
together
chair
and Kieran.
to
Oh, sorry, I
make
gotta
a
be courteous.
sofa.
Sorry.
And they needed a telephone.
I mean, he's not exactly
Joan told the other girl
Da
in
Vinci here. I don't know
conversation with
really
Marion.
why he needs people posing for him to do this.
Marion had to interrupt to answer the phone.
Now put your hand to the phone and
She
zoom.
was pleasant
Yes,
and
very good, very
courteous as
good.
she excused
Now
herself.
I will sketch you and I'll put a happy tree in the corner. And yes, I
In the
know,
next
I know he
pose,
didn't have an
Marion had
accent.
something
But
important to say, or else she wouldn't have interrupted.
May I?
may I take her away
Marion
from you?
is
She hates
considerate
you.
of her friends. Besides these examples of courtesy, there are others. For instance, Mrs. Anderson's way of constructive suggestion. And notice how Bill
This thing's
begins his
stupid,
reply.
kid.
It's really quite good, Bill. But don't you think these courteous ways can be used in more than just these 4 situations?
Well, yeah,
No,
right, Mother.
they're restricted to
That's why
these. We don't say thank you for anything else.
We need them all the
Don't
time.
judge my art, Mother.
Yes, we do need these simple expressions all the time to show that we are thinking of the other person.
Hey, you want to look at this crap these other kids
On the
made?
table
It's
is
not
a
as good as
scrapbook,
mine.
especially prepared for the exhibit. It also showed consideration of the other person.
Well, a
The
whole book to
exact
tell you how
form
to
of an
use the
invitation
telephone.
letter may vary,
Hey, this
but
isn't
just
telephone.
as
These are
an example.
telephone courtesy.
Dear
This isn't
parents,
telephones.
An
This is...
exhibit of our schoolwork and courtesy will be held in room 10 of the Sunnyside School on May 29th. From
Please
7:30 to
patronize
9
us by
p.m.
arriving.
We hope you can
Wait,
come.
it
Your friends,
takes-
the class of room 10.
it takes 2.5 hours to
Notice
show
the
people this
details
thing?
about place,
Scott, it's
date,
an hour and a half.
time.
Math,
There's a few
Scott,
words of
math.
cordial invitation.
Still, an hour and a half to
This
display
type
this?
of invitation needs no acceptance, but the class prepared an example of one for their scrapbook.
Dear friends, we thank you very much for the invitation to your exhibit.
But this
in
sounds
room
really
10
stupid
of
and
the
I don't want to
Sunnyside
come.
School on May 29, from 7:30 to 9 p.m. We shall be pleased to see your work on courtesy. Sincerely yours, your parents.
One of us wrote the
A letter
letter.
of
We just,
acceptance
you know.
shows all the same details to be sure they are correct.
And then you'll write a letter back to confirm that they're correct. They'll write a letter back to say thank you for confirming, and you'll write a letter
There
back
is
saying you're
also a
very
sample
welcome.
letter of regret,
And then you'll send a letter back saying,
stating why the
oh,
person
no,
did
no,
not
no, no
accept.
problem at all.
On the next few pages of the scrapbook are drawings and poems Pete had made
Hey,
about courtesy
drawings
when
aren't a
using the
scrapbook.
telephone.
Scrapbook has things pasted in it. This is just a drawing book.
Answer promptly. Don't keep the other person waiting.
So you have to fly. You need a Red Bull to answer the phone. And parachute
Friendliness
pants.
is one of the main
I didn't know
parts
they
of
had
courtesy.
parachute pants back then. That's wow. That's a surprise. It's the Charlie Brown
It
adults. See,
saves
they can't
time
use the
and
phone because
makes
they
your
can't be clear.
conversation more pleasant if you speak distinctly.
Say what you want and then keep still.
It's courteous to
Very,
be brief.
very, very
Someone else
still.
may want to use
Sorry,
the
say what you
telephone.
will. Play the
So
statue
much
game.
for the scrapbook.
Yeah,
Over
so much
here
that
is a
stupid
poster that
scrapbook.
another student made.
What is all this crap?
Be a good listener. It pleases the speaker to
And
know you're
scream
really
into
interested
the
in
old person's hearing
and you
device.
can learn
Hello, Grandpa!
Mrs. Anderson is being a good listener now, isn't she? And
No,
then
she's
there's
she's
the
thinking
matter
about
of
how she can
introduction.
escape. Maybe
How will Bill
pull the
introduce
fire
his
alarm
mother
or something.
and
Just
his
get out of
teacher?
this thing.
Mother, may I present Miss Barton, our teacher?
Yeah, we
See
met
how
at the
Bill
PTA
shows
meeting.
respect to
You
his
stupid.
mother by mentioning
Fine,
her
I'll pretend
first.
I care.
Because she is the older woman, he presents Miss Barton to her. And
Yes,
he helps
she's
their
a
conversation
grizzled
get
old
started
hag.
by
Well, Miss
explaining
Barton
who
is
Miss
a
Barton is.
slightly less
It's so nice
grizzled
to
old
meet you,
hag.
Mrs. Anderson. Bill has told me how much he enjoys your class. He's learned so much about courtesy. How did you teach him to make such a polite introduction?
I said words
Bill
about
should
it,
explain
and then
that
he
to
heard
Anderson.
and said, "Oh,
Well,
that's
in
what
our
I do."
Christian
See, that's how
class, we
teaching
learned that
works.
Introducing people was just a matter of showing respect. Marion, I'd like to introduce my friend Pete.
Bill mentioned the girl's name first and showed respect by
Again,
presenting
you
the boy
chauvinistic
to her.
pigs!
You can mention either name first with two boys of the same age.
Bill, this is Pete. Pete Dalton, Bill Anderson.
How dare you assume my gender?
Bill. Hello, Pete.
So the poster that grew out of this practice is included in the exhibit. And that's how the class learned that introductions
Just don't
are
but
really
don't
easy.
ask a woman her
Just
age to find
remember
out
to
if
show
she's
respect.
older, because that's disrespectful. But always introduce the young to the old. Just be psychic that way.
Besides showing respect, your introductions can help the conversation to begin. Notice how Bill's mother introduces her friends, Mr. and Mrs. Hall.
Hi, this is Mr. and Mrs. Hall.
Is Miss Barton, the teacher
We're
in
not
this
friends.
room. Mrs. Hall is Joan Hall's mother.
Miss Barton, as hostess...
I don't know her
offers
first name, sorry.
Next, Mr. Hall is presented to Miss Barton. And
Oh,
finally,
hey, Miss
Bill is
Barton,
presented to Mr. and Mrs. Hall.
No, Mrs. Hall and I are
Remember
kind of on the
order?
skids, if you know what I mean.
There's a technique to shaking hands.
Put your hands
No
together.
one likes to have his hand crushed by a bear, nor
Well,
to
that's why
clasp
you don't
one
shake
like
hands
this,
with the bear. It's a
sometimes
bad
referred to
idea.
as dead fish.
And that's why you don't shake hands with the dead fish. Again, I don't understand why you people are doing
And
these
so
things.
the introductions have been completed, and the group settles down to friendly conversation.
Or barbaric screaming matches.
Well, it's time to go now. What have you seen here? That is, what have you seen besides the posters? And
I've seen a lot of
signs the
squares talking about courtesy.
As you watch the
That
host
wasn't
and
funny.
hostess, their pleasant manners, standing at the door to thank their guests for coming,
Yes,
the
yes, it's
guests
been very nice
reply
having you
graciously,
here. Ah,
you
yes,
realize that it's the simple
have a
things,
pleasant evening.
being friendly, thinking of the other person, and showing respect that make up everyday courtesy.
Bye, jerk. I mean,
Living
sir.
courtesy has made the evening a pleasure.
Oh, am I glad they're gone. I thought they'd never leave. The end of this delightful coronet film. Oh, that was just delightful, wasn't it? Ooh, sorry, had it on autoplay there. So, I hope we learned a lot about manners today. I hope you enjoyed this little stream, all one of you. Oh, I mean, I'm streaming on Twitch too, but I haven't got that open because my internet might explode if I have both things open at once. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. And if you enjoyed it, I guess I was a little clunky on that second one. Maybe I should have picked something better. Again, this is kind of like, you know, it's an experiment. That's the whole thing with live improv riffing. I don't know how it's going to go. Sometimes it'll go well, and sometimes it'll go okay. And I think that's half the fun, just to see where it goes. Because I don't know where it's going to go. I mean, I have a couple of things in mind when I start, but I really don't know for sure exactly what I'm going to say because it's improv. So, if you had fun with that, coming up next week, I will be riffing The Boy in the Plastic Bubble. And I know I announced this last week, and I said Thursday. And I made a terrible, terrible mistake. I forgot Riff Tracks Live is next Thursday night, which means my viewer is probably going to be there, or might be there, and I'll be there. I'm going. And it's an hour-and-a-half movie, and I don't want to really... I mean, I could start early, but I don't want to be rushing myself out the door. I want to get to the theater, get a decent seat and stuff. So, how's next Friday sound? And by next, I guess... Well, not... See, here's a debate someone I know has been having on Facebook. When you say next, like, would next Friday be tomorrow? Or would next Friday be next week? Now, to me, tomorrow is the next Friday coming up, so that would be next Friday. But since most of the world doesn't seem to learn how to use the English language correctly, we'll pretend that next doesn't really mean next, and we'll say next Friday. So we'll say... What's the date? Let me look at my calendar here. That'll be the 24th. 24th, same yeah, same riff time, same riff channel, different riff day. I'll usually stream on Thursday. It's just, you know, again, Riff Tracks live. I gotta see it. I know they're redoing it on Saturday, but I want to see it live. I know it won't make much difference, but I like to be there. Excuse me, on the opening night. And again, like I said, some people who might be interested in watching this stream coming up might be going to Riff Tracks live too, and I don't want them to miss this because they're going there, and I know they're not going to watch this instead of going there, because, I mean, come on, they're the professionals. Of course you want to see them. They're way funnier than I am. But, yeah, so we'll call it Friday the 24th, 7 p.m., unless something unexpected happens that makes it impossible. It'll be then. So, 24th, 7 p.m., Boy in the Plastic Bubble, starring John Travolta, an Aaron Spelling production. How exciting. So, if you could do me a big favor, if you enjoy these, if you think other people would enjoy them, and you think they would enjoy The Boy in the Plastic Bubble, please, like, let people know. Share this. I'm going to update my thumbnail and my title on this right after I finish this. I'll update the live stream thing so you can actually share the link to the live page, and hopefully it'll show the right thumbnail. Facebook, if you're on Facebook, they're funny sometimes, and they show the wrong thumbnail. For the first few streams, it kept showing the thumbnail and title for Jimmy of the Safety Patrol, which I'd already changed multiple times, and yet it kept pulling that. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, you know, share with people, forums, social media, whatever, because I'd love to have more than one person there. I mean, lone viewer, it's great seeing you here, but you know, it's kind of depressing when I'm riff a hour and a half movie for one person. So I'd love to have other people here. And I'm going to post in the forums on my website. In fact, you can even send a link to my website on the live stream page if you want. And it'd be great to have you. Great to have a good crowd. And you could even, you know, share the archive video. You know, I'd really love to get more people watching these. Yeah, I want to expand my brand. I want to riff more than one person. And I like making people laugh. And if I can make someone laugh, if I can make more people laugh, that's really fun. So, anyways, so until Friday the 24th, this is Scott Burke from FireRiffs, and have a pleasant evening and enjoy Riff Tracks Live. It's Riff of Krull next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah. And yeah, next week. Adios.